Welcome back, besties. If you're new here, hey, you just gained a new best friend. Go ahead and subscribe, click that bell so you know the next video drops. The second video in the AMCAS application series that I'm currently doing. Now, this video is going to be about the preparation before the application. So if you're interested in hearing some of the tips and advice that I have before you even get into the application, stick around. Let's get into it. So first and foremost, Happy New Year. I wish you nothing but positive energy, and I hope that anything that you are striving for or any goals that you are reaching for, you accomplish those and you smash them. So besties, if you're ready to hear some tips and advice on how to prepare before the application even opens up, let's get into it. So when I say preparation, there are a few things you can do prior to the application opening. So that way, when the application opens, you could just copy and paste, okay? So as of May 4, 2021, AMCAS will open up the application for you to start inputting information. Now, you have the entire application season to input that information. However, the early bird gets the worm. On May 28th, that's the first opportunity for you to submit your application. Now, my motto is the early bird gets the worm. So I made sure to be ready on May 28th to submit that application, because the earlier you submit it, the earlier the schools will get. And if you submit that soon, you'll be the first batch of applications that the schools will be looking at. So first thing is your personal statement. Your personal statement is your first opportunity to really reveal your true reason why you want to go into medicine. So you would want to take the time to make sure that it will convey exactly how you feel and what your story is. So when I was doing my personal statement, I started my application out about a year. So I had already started writing my personal statement and had gone through a few drafts. So I ultimately went through about 20 drafts before I actually got to a finished product that I wanted to submit on AMCAS. And I'm gonna, do another video specifically going into detail about personal statements. This here is just about preparation. The second thing is you want to start listing your experiences. Now you have 15 opportunities to list some experiences that have drawn you to medicine, or that really bring out your personality, or give that whole person concept. So I just started listing some of the things that I have done in my career. I am military, so I listed my military ventures. I listed my volunteer opportunities. I listed my clinical and shadowing experiences, awards, and things that made me unique as well, like choir and traveling. The next thing would be to order your transcripts. And when I say your transcripts, I'm talking about every school you have ever attended, even if it was a small summer, even if it was just a small summer course, you need to be able to document and put every class that you have ever taken in your undergraduate, your master's, whatever. To make that a little bit easier for yourself, I would advise you to get an Excel and take everything that's on your transcripts and start documenting them. Once again, I will link an Excel sheet at the bottom to show you guys an example of how I did it. But AMCAS has a certain amount of credits where you are considered a freshman, a sophomore. So you want to make sure you're following their guidelines of what a freshman and a sophomore is, even if that might not be the same in your curriculum at your school. So go ahead and order your transcripts for your personal use and put them in an Excel sheet. And I promise you, it will make your life so much easier when it comes to actually putting this stuff in the application. Now, this application can be a beast, okay? It could be a beast. But if you start preparing for it early, it will not be as much of a headache as it comes off. I also will be linking my application down in the bio as well, so you can have an idea of what the application looks like, because I feel like a lot of individuals do not have any idea of what the application looks like until applications open. And at that point, I feel like you're at a disadvantage, because you may have been preparing for something and the application is very different. So I will be providing most likely Google Docs in the bio to assist anyone who needs an example to follow or just wants to see what the application looks like. Now, the next thing, you can also start reaching out to some of the individuals that you want recommendation letters from. Now, me personally, I did write all my recommendation letters and reached out to the individual, and so my advice is I do recommend that you write your own recommendation letters. Of course, have that correspondence with the person who's recommending you. I have found that my recommenders actually appreciated me writing my own recommendation letter because it saved them time. And at the end of the day, who knows you better than you? You know what I'm saying? So you know yourself the best. So I definitely encourage you to write your own recommendation letters, and I will once again link in the bio some examples of some recommendation letters so that you know how to move forward. Also, if you're a disadvantaged student, you also want to draft up why you're a disadvantaged student and actually do the research, because you may not feel you were disadvantaged because you provide the basic necessities to survive as a child. However, based on your location or based on like your school system, you could actually be considered disadvantaged. So definitely do your due diligence and do your research, because there is a slot on the application where you can provide explanation as to why you feel like you're a disadvantaged student. So I know this video was super quick, but it's just to get you guys in that mindset to start preparing your application early. Because if you prepare your application early, when they open up your application, at that point, all you're doing is copying and pasting your personal statement, copying and pasting your experiences. You already have your Excel sheet of your classes, so it's a lot easier to transfer that information into the application, and it makes your life a lot easier. And good luck to all my besties who are going to be applying to the 2021 cycle. I wish you nothing but positivity and prosperity